Okay, so I recently saw 21 Pilots live like a month ago. I was at the Dublin show and whew, boy. Yeah, this was pretty much one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And it ain't even close. I've seen fucking JoJo, Posty, Pyro 4, the 1969, a bunch of others, but 21 Pilots delivered on all of my expectations. Well, him and Tyler, but that's another story for another day. I'm a huge fan of these guys and I'm still running off a concert high even after a month later. So I just wanted to start this video off discussing the concert. I've been a fan of their music since around 2018 and started with the Trench era. Their music handles themes of mental health, anxiety, depression, and simply just staying alive. And I think these themes are the reasons why during the show the audience was so vibrant in singing to all the songs. Like just listen to this.
She's a terror in my heart. I'm alive. She's a terror in my heart. I'm on fire. She's a terror in my heart. Take me higher than I've ever been.
Now, I'm sorry for the quality of these videos. They were recorded on an Android. Fucking sue me, okay? I've been to a lot of gigs, and I've recorded like 90% of those concerts just for myself to be able to go through and just watch them. But I've never experienced a show where the crowd was just this loud and enthusiastic over the music. The only one to match this crowd was Tyler the fucking Creator. And again, story for another day. Everyone was singing, and this was for every song. I can't emphasize this enough. And honestly, I can see why. The fan base is generally super passionate about this band, so I can see why most people knew the majority of the lyrics. The show felt like it was going through every era of the band, showing off the greatest hits. Tyler and Josh even changing their clothes and then changing their fucking sets. Kinda solidifies this idea. You have everything. At first, the set initially looked a lot like their older concerts. You know, something simple. You know, little baby 21 Pilots 10 years ago when they only had a couple million views and not 3 fucking billion. Then, around a quarter of the way through the show, they split the crowd open and got to the B stage where they were right beside us. I was so close to Tyler at this moment that I actually got a photo with him. Look at this. See that? He wasn't looking at me, but I'm in a photo with Tyler. They play a couple of songs, I get more hyped. This thing happened during Mulberry Street and it was super dope. And then Tyler accepts the jacket from Josh. So they go back to the main stage and then they reveal the city of Dima. Oh my god, bro. It's so beautiful. The curtains drop to reveal the city, and the neon gravestones surrounding it. The reveal of their full set was absolutely incredible, and some would say it was absolute cinema. These guys killed it on stage, with some parts of the concert where they were just straight up aura farming. The set was fucking incredible, the music was great, and I finally got to see Trees, one of my all-time favorite songs, live. And it was just as beautiful as I expected it. Whenever I was able to fucking see anything. Please go see them live if you can. I cannot emphasize this enough. They are incredible. I think their showmanship is absolutely phenomenal and just exceeds all forms of expectations that you could have for them. Please go see them live if you can. The set is amazing and it actually ties into some story stuff too. Oh, wait, you didn't know? 21 Pilots has some insane lore. So back when I listened to this band for the first time, I was actually taken back by the fact that there's a connecting story between a couple of the albums. It was introduced in Blurry Phase, but it really dives deeper into the story with Trench. The world of Dima has been built throughout the albums, with the different characters like Blurry Phase to represent Tyler's anxieties, the Bishops, the Torchbearer, the Banditos, and of course, Clancy. I recommend checking out either this Reddit post or having a look at the video I Am Clancy from the official 21 Pilots channel. But anyways, let's dive a little bit deeper into the whole story of these albums. Now, grab some popcorn, cozy up, maybe light up a fire, a candle maybe grab some lotion, maybe some baby oil, because I have a story to tell you. The city of Dima is a bleak and depressing place, with 9 towers in the middle, each run by their own bishop, and the scariest being Blurryface or Nicholas Bourbaki. The city follows a religion known as Vialism, in where the end goal is to take one's own life, and when someone does succeed in doing so, their graves are marked with neon around the border, creating a neon gravestone. These graves can be seen all around Dima, outside of the walls, showing the number of citizens who have successfully taken their own life. These bodies can also be conveniently used by the bishops as vessels with a ritual called seizing. And this is why they are so powerful, feeding the population with lies to allow them to essentially be immortal. And our main character, Clancy, is a resident of Dima. He makes this rebellious music and documents his life within the city, writing the letters to the outside world about his life, his experiences, and most importantly, he's also known for escaping the walls of Dima. Over and over and over again, he has gotten out, and he's getting better with each attempt. And during one of his escape attempts, he creates a fiery diversion, burning a car, and he ends up within the continent of Trench. A strange continent, full of color, full of life. Nico tracks down Clancy, and during a tense chase through Trench, Clancy encounters the Banditos, a rebellious organization led by the mysterious torchbearer. The Banditos sprayed Nico with yellow petals, confusing the fuck out of him, as well as me because I have no idea why this happens. This drives Blurryface away for a moment, but he eventually succeeds in capturing Clancy again, and this moment is seen in the jumpsuit music video. This guy right here is Josh's character. The torchbearer is the leader of the Banditos. Son of a... The fuck is texting me, man? The torchbearer is the leader of the Banditos, with the ability to lead others where they need to go. He appears all over the place, from the Heavy Dirty Soul music video to the Nico and the Niners one, essentially leading Clancy towards the right direction. Back in Dima, Clancy's name has spread throughout the city. The bishops did not like this. The citizens of Dima were getting to know who he is, listening to his music. They didn't want the people to question their authority. They took Clancy and made him perform for the people, using him to spread propaganda throughout his music, which ended up being the Skilled and Icy album. So there's actually lore-accurate reasons as to why this album was so dog shit. During one of Clancy's concerts, he was performing inside of a submarine, and while he was submerged in the ocean, a giant dragon floats up and destroys the submarine. And this dragon is actually known as Trash. It turns out Trash's body was actually possessed by one of the 9 bishops, specifically Clancy's bishops, Keon's. Nico was betrayed. Enraged by this, Nico kills off Keon's, however, it's too late. Clancy swims to a nearby island called Voldsoy, far off the main continent of Trench, and is separated by the ocean known as the Paladin Strait. On this island, he encounters these little guys called the Neds, a super cute species where when their horns are broken off and wielded, Clancy can actually use the same power that the bishops possess. He can now seize bodies as well. And with this power, he becomes a weapon for the Banditos to help with the rebellion. Which leads us to the album Clancy crosses Paladin Strait. He invades Dima with his new power, performing rebellious music to the citizens, exposing the bishops and all of their lies. He navigates through Trench and eventually meets the real Torchbearer, who is preparing for a war. This story is very special to me. Starting with Trench and first discovering the world that this band has built was such a cool experience to me. I was fascinated by the storytelling presented, what the characters represented, with Dima and Blurryface being a representation of Tyler's self-destructive thoughts and anxieties. He's literally fighting off his own demons in this story. So, when we see the war for Dima, with the banditos fighting off the dead army controlled by the bishops. I fucking lost it, dude. This was it. This was the finale. And while the banditos are fighting, Clancy makes his way throughout the city. He makes his way on top of the tower. He takes on the remaining bishops all by himself, showing that he's taking on his demons. He's fighting them off. In turn, allowing the banditos to have an easier time fighting off the war. However, Nico,
So few. So proud. So emotional. Hello, Clancy.
and that's the story so far. Their next album, Breach, will finally conclude this story that's been going on for over a decade. And whatever that ending may be, I'm just really happy to experience it with everyone else. 21 Pilots resonates with so many people, and the way they incorporate stories relating to Tyler's struggles with mental health, depression, and suicide to the stories of Clancy, the Banditos, and Dima is so well put together and intertwined with each other. So many songs can represent both the fictional world that Tyler has created or the mental struggles that someone goes through in the real world. If you want to start listening to this band, I recommend listening to Trench first because it's one of their best work in my opinion. Then maybe Clancy and Blurryface, since Clancy's the latest and Blurryface is easily their most popular. Vessels and Scaled and Icy as well, I would check out too. I love all of these ones and I easily can put them on at any time and sing along to them. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video and I really want to try to do something a little bit more different, but I really wanted to see if I could try to write something a little bit better, and this is one of my first attempts and I really want to improve it. So I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. But I will keep on going, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you again at some point. And if not, this is goodbye. Bye bye.
I created this world to feel some control. Destroy it if I want.